Picture this. A man walks into a room. He does not smile too much. He does not rush to please. He speaks little, but when he does, people listen. He does not bend. He does not bend. And yet women turn their heads, their eyes follow him. They lean closer. Now, think about another man. He greets everyone. He smiles wide. He tries hard to be kind. He makes sure no one feels left out. He brings gifts. He says yes to every request. He thinks he is doing the right thing. But here is the hard truth. Women rarely chase him. They see him, they thank him, and then they forget him. This raises the question. Why do women feel pulled to the first man, the one we call the bad boy? Why do they chase the storm instead of the sunshine? The answer is not about cruelty. It is not about pain. It is about power. It is about presence. And it is about a deep code that women feel but do not speak. The Stoics knew something about this. They taught that strength is not loud. Strength is calm. The man who controls himself controls the room. He does not need to brag. He does not need to run after others. He stands firm, like a rock in the middle of a river. He lets the water flow around him. This stillness, this self-control, creates a strange pull. Women sense it. They feel safe, yet they also feel a challenge. Let us break it down. The bad boy is not truly bad. He simply refuses to be tamed. He values his path more than the need to please. He does not chase love. He does not beg for care. Instead, he stands on his ground. He has his mission, he has his silence, and he has his edge. Now compare this to the man who we call the nice guy. His heart is soft, but his actions show need. He texts too fast. He answers too quick. He gives too much without being asked. He hides his truth because he fears rejection. Women see this, and inside, they feel something fade. Attraction weakens when certainty grows. Stoicism teaches us that desire grows in mystery. When everything is given, nothing feels rare. When attention is endless, it loses weight. The bad boy keeps his attention scarce. He gives it like gold. Rare, firm, and only when earned. Women sense this value. Their hearts race, not because of cruelty, but because of contrast. He does not offer his world freely. They must step into it. Think of a flame. If it burns too close, it feels safe but boring. If it burns just out of reach, it sparks longing. The Stoic man knows this balance. He is close enough to touch, but far enough to stir desire. He does not chase, but he does not run away. He lets others walk to him. The truth is clear. Women are not pulled to bad men because they love harm. They are pulled because these men show strength, independence, and self. These are the same traits Stoics praised as virtues: self-control, courage, focus, a life not ruled by fear. The bad boy shows these even without words. And here is the lesson for men. You do not need to treat women poorly. You do not need to be cruel. You do not need to act wild. What you need is to live with strength. Do not hand out your time and love like cheap coins. Hold them with care. Give them with purpose and never lose your ground. This is why the bad boy wins. Not because he is bad, but because he is firm. He does not fall into need. He does not fold under fear. He walks his path, he keeps his frame. And women, without knowing why, feel the pull. Let us go deeper. Why does the bad boy pull women in while the nice guy fades into the background? The answer is not hidden in tricks. It is not about money or looks alone. It is about how a man carries himself. It is about inner law. The Stoics called this virtue. To them, virtue was strength of character. A man who rules his emotions, who stands calm under fire, who does not beg, who does not break. That is the man women feel. That is the man they remember. Think of two men again. One man loses his temper when things go wrong. He argues, he complains. He shows weakness in the face of stress. Another man stays calm. He breathes deep. He speaks few words. His eyes do not shake. The second man may have less money, less power, less fame, but his presence fills the room. Women sense it like animals sense a storm. They are drawn to it without words. Now, let us be clear. The bad boy is not loved because he causes pain. He is loved because he seems free. He does not live on approval. He does not wait for someone to say, "Good job." He walks his road. He knows where he is going, and this quiet freedom lights a fire in the heart of a woman. The nice guy, by contrast, ties his worth to a woman's smile. If she texts back, he feels happy. If she waits, he feels weak. If she pulls away, he chases harder. This shows that his center is outside himself. The Stoics warned against this trap. They said, do not place your peace in the hands of others. Hold it in yourself. Here is the key. Women test men. They may not know they are doing it, but they do. They pull back, they delay, they make sharp remarks. Why? To see if the man breaks. If he does, they feel he is not steady. If he stays calm, they feel his power. The bad boy often passes these tests without effort. He simply does not care. He will not fight for approval. He will not bow for comfort. And this, more than flowers or words, sparks desire. Let us look at nature. In the wild, the female lion does not choose the male who runs after her, licking her paws. She chooses the male who stands firm, who fights when he must, who rests when he wills. She sees his strength, his stillness, his rule over himself and others. That is the one she gives herself to. Humans are not so different. The Stoic perspective shows us this truth. Women are not chasing chaos, they are chasing stability wrapped in fire. They want a man who feels like a mountain, not a pillow. The bad boy gives that image. He may not be wise, but he is unshaken. He may not be rich, but he is bold. This makes women feel both safe and excited. The nice guy tries too hard to give safety, but in his endless safety, there is no fire. He bends too fast, he forgives too quick, he agrees too often, and soon she loses the spark. The Stoics would say he has given up his power. He has let desire rule him, and once he does that, he loses both himself and her. So what is the lesson? Do not think you must become rude or cold. Do not think you must hurt women. That is weakness dressed as strength. True strength is calm, true strength is choice. The bad boy often shows this by accident. The Stoic man shows it with reason. He holds his power, but he also holds his peace. He stays free from need, and freedom is the secret. A free man is rare. A free man does not chase. A free man does not beg. A free man lives by his own path. And women, without fully knowing why, feel pulled to his orbit. They sense the same pull that once kept their ancestors safe. It is ancient. It is real. Now we step into the heart of the matter. If women are drawn to the bad boy, what does this mean for a man who wants to live with honor? Does he have to fake danger? Does he have to play games? No. The answer lies in living as the Stoics taught. Live with inner rule. Live with strength. Live with calm fire. The bad boy holds power because he does not chase. But the Stoic man holds greater power because he does not chase and he does not lose himself. He is not ruled by anger. He is not ruled by lust. He is not ruled by fear. He rules himself. That is the highest ground a man can stand on. Think of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor. He had wealth, armies, and fame, but his strength came from within. He wrote to himself, "Be like the rock against which the waves crash." He knew storms would come. He knew people would test him, but he stood calm. The Stoic man of today must be the same. Women feel this. They may not read his books, but they feel his spirit. The bad boy often wins attention because he does not bend. But his weakness is that he often lives without purpose. He may wander. He may waste time. He may burn bright but die fast. The Stoic man takes the strength of the bad boy but ties it to virtue. He has direction. He has discipline. He has meaning. This makes him not only attractive but also unshakable. Women are drawn to this in silence. They do not say, "I want a Stoic." They simply feel the weight of his presence. When he speaks, his words carry power because they are not thrown away. When he walks, his steps carry force because he is sure of his path. When he loves, his love feels rare, not cheap. Now let us look at what kills attraction. It is not lack of money alone. It is not lack of height. It is not lack of charm. What kills attraction is need. The man who needs her smile to feel strong has already lost. The man who needs her reply to feel calm has already given away his power. The bad boy rarely shows need. The Stoic man destroys need with wisdom. He lives by his law, not by the mood of others. Women test men to see this truth. They may pull away. They may grow cold. They may act distant. The nice guy breaks under this. He grows afraid. He sends more texts. He begs. The bad boy shrugs and walks on. The Stoic man does better still. He stays calm, not in cruelty, but in peace. He sees her action as her choice. His peace remains his own. And this, above all, makes him untouchable. Remember this. Attraction is not born in comfort. Attraction is born in contrast. Fire burns against still air. Light shines in dark rooms. A woman feels alive when a man's presence gives her both safety and challenge. The bad boy gives the challenge but not the safety. The nice guy gives the safety but not the challenge. The Stoic man gives both. This balance makes him rare. So how does a man build this? He must learn to sit with silence. He must learn to wait without fear. He must learn to hold back his words until they carry weight. He must train his body to be firm, his mind to be steady, his spirit to be free. These are not tricks. These are not games. They are the roots of true strength. The Stoics called this apatheia, not coldness, but freedom from being ruled by emotion. When a man reaches this, he is no longer a slave to praise or blame. He stands tall. He moves with calm. He gives with choice. And women, like all people, feel this. It is the presence of a man who needs nothing yet gives much. This is why the Stoic man stands above the bad boy. He takes the strength that draws women, but adds the virtue that holds them. He does not burn out. He does not break down. He builds, step by step, a life that others want to join. Women feel safe in this, yet never bored. They feel the fire and the stone at once. We now reach the end of the path. You see the pattern. Women are not drawn to the bad boy because he is cruel. They are drawn because he carries traits that echo ancient needs, strength, freedom, and a refusal to bow. He holds himself as rare, and rare things shine. But the truth is clear. The bad boy often burns out. He wins attraction but loses respect. He sparks desire but kills trust. His fire is wild, but it destroys the house it lights. The Stoic man takes this fire and shapes it. He does not live as a slave to mood. He does not seek chaos. He chooses control. The Stoic man wins twice. He holds the power that stirs attraction, and he holds the peace that builds loyalty. Women feel both sides. They feel the storm that excites them and the stone that steadies them. This is why the Stoic path is higher than the bad boy game. It does not fade. It grows. Now, let us be sharp. Many men waste years chasing approval. They think if they give enough gifts, enough words, enough comfort, they will win love. But love that is begged for is not real love. It is pity. The Stoics warned us. Never base your peace on what belongs to another. If your joy depends on her smile, you have already lost your ground. Instead, build yourself. Build your mind through silence and thought. Build your body through work and care. Build your spirit through discipline. This is the true way. When you live this way, women do not only feel pulled, they feel respect. They see in you what they cannot explain but cannot ignore. A man who is free, a man who is calm, a man who is fire and stone together. And what about the nice guy? Do not hate him. He has a kind heart, but he must learn that kindness without strength becomes weakness. To give without limit is not noble. It is self-loss. The Stoic man still gives, but he gives with measure. He gives from choice, not from fear. That is why his love feels like gold. The bad boy shows one part of the truth. The Stoic man shows the whole truth. Women are not looking for cruelty. They are looking for life. They want to feel both safe and alive. And only a man who rules himself can give this gift. That is the lesson. That is the way. So, what must you do now? Stop seeking approval. Stop begging for love. Stop living as if your worth depends on her eyes. Take the Stoic road. Build yourself, hold your frame. Stay calm when tested, stay free when chased, and give only when you choose to give. This is not a game. This is life. If you live this way, women will sense it. They will not call it Stoicism. They will not name it philosophy, but they will feel it. They will feel the quiet weight of a man who stands firm. They will feel the mystery of a man who cannot be shaken. They will feel the fire and the stone. And they will be drawn. The Stoics told us to live by nature, not by fear. Nature gave men strength, courage, reason, and discipline. Use them, do not waste them. Live as the rock, live as the fire, live as the fire, live as the calm sea when storms roar around you. This is the true path. This is the higher frame. So remember this. The bad boy wins attention, but the Stoic man wins the soul. The bad boy sparks heat, but the Stoic man builds a flame that lasts. The bad boy may excite her for a moment, but the Stoic man becomes the man she cannot forget. Choose the higher road. Choose the Inner Citadel. Now subscribe to join the Brotherhood. Thank you for watching.